The sun has now found its home in the western sky, and it is Saturday night in Tiger Stadium, home of the LSU Tigers, one of the great venues in college football. What we have in store for you today, a showdown between a couple of Pac-12 rivals. As we'll see, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Yellow Jackets will kick it away first. He'll bring it out. It's Barry. He stopped there, but a good return coming out of his own end zone gets him to the 28. Extra blockers on the field. Offense goes full house. Motion from the back. They'll run the RPO and forward across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Second down, he'll throw it. Throws for the tight end. Finds a man on the right. They make the tackle at the 33, but he's ripped off 15 yards and picked up a first down. Death Valley has a well-earned rep of being intimidating. It is nice to be the quarterback, to have everything on your side.
And have everything quiet. It's the loudest place by far that...
Turning it on! Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Running back searching for a hole. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And on second down, a lot of times, I don't know why, you just, as a defense, you go pass. You think passing situations, passing downs. Really good job by the offense, committing to the run game, not abandoning it, not getting yourself in a third down situation where you had to throw the...
Snagged in the end zone! Touchdown by you Bengals! You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Eakin. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Power football with the run. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up, you can get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
Finds the tight end. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Fires to the big fella. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding third and short, understanding they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a fourth down.
Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Using his legs, it's Berry. Sweet cut there.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Bring near the marker is Berry. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
And that quarterback knew the counter run was going to work on that play because he counted the box defensively before the snap. He saw that if he had an advantage in numbers and blockers getting a hat on a hat, so he knew that was a green light as soon as he got the snap.
Got enough space, and he runs it in for a score. Touchdown LSU. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Eakin. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Catch in the middle, it's Butler. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
And if you had any questions about this quarterback's arm talent, now you've got your answer.
Wow. On the run, it's Butler. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down.
Changing on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. And the Yellow Jackets come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
You know, one of the areas that separate good offensive coordinators from great ones is how efficient their offenses are on third down passing plays. That was the perfect call at the perfect time, and obviously executed.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them, and guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Gets it out to about the 35-yard line. That's where they'll mark him out of bounds, and this offense trying to put something together. They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge third down coming up. That pass is incomplete.
At this point, trailing by a lot, the defense is expecting you to throw it. If you're going to throw over the middle of the field, the window's going to open and close quickly. You've got to have better timing to complete that throw. We just didn't have it there.
No return coming here. Fair catch is signaled for and made just shy of the 30. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going and now right back to work. Under fire. They've got the screen set up. Gets away from one. Finds some space.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
LSU will get a first down.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Looking to throw on first down. Lines is back in the middle. Just plowing ahead. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Out of the gun, the inside give. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. It's complete to the left. And eventually taken down. What about that spin move? Gives him the first down yardage.
Everything seems to be working for this offense right now, and if they keep this up, this could get ugly by the 4th quarter.
Give to the back. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, and some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He's got an open man. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Guys, LSU has the lead here. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Trying to slam in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tiger. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all 3 facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the first half of the home team.
The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. They'll wrap him up, and he didn't find the same kind of running room this time as he did on the previous play.
It's
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Sends it back in motion. Back to throw, it's Ncaa26. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
See, I like this tight end because he's not just running flat routes and little stick routes and drags. This guy can get vertically down the field. He showed you his speed there running the crosser.
Looking to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle, it's Butler.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Yellow Jackets with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Here's the handoff. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the Yellow Jackets with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air on 2nd down. Got it in the middle, it's Singleton. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
It'll be 3rd and long. They'll send the tight end in motion. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And on money down defensively, you've got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
Man, college football is crazy. It looks like he's about to go score on this punt return. Instead, getting down inside the 10-yard line, he coughs it up. That is a play that could very well define this game.
This has to be some kind of trick. The punt team's on the field and they're in the red zone. And he'd hope to pin him deep. Instead, it will be a touchback. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. Into the pile, maybe got 1. He stopped at the 21.
Well, they're going to RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Oh, goes right through his hands, and he will think about that one for a while. It'll be 3rd down.
You're not going to see that happen too often. The quarterback, man, he was licking his chops. He saw a big space in the middle of the field. He had his best receiver there ready to make a play, and he dropped it.
They couldn't connect on 2nd down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. Quarterback making adjustments. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish.
Breaks into the open. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. So no room to run there, and you wonder after that loss on first down where they turn now.
Yeah, and that's why it's so important for the defense to win these first downs, right? You want to create negative plays to make this offense so much more predictable.
The Yellow Jackets now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking downfield, it's Tollefson. Quickly complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28 and it's 3rd and long. And the quarterback runs out of time and down he goes at the 38.
And I think that time he was trusting his pocket awareness and his arm a little bit too much. You've got to remember, you're one of the best athletes in the country playing the position. If you see a crease, you just got to take off and get it.
And the coverage team down there to touch the ball. No return on this play.
That's a great job downing the football, setting your defense up with great field position. A lot of times you let that thing bounce one too many times and it climbs in the end zone, but that was a good job of making sure you downed it and set your D up.
Got his man quickly. Slips one guy, now he's loose. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. That's now 200 catches in his career.
It's so impressive because of his dependability. This guy has been consistent, David, week in, week out. He shows up, and he makes plays.
And it's easy to coach a guy like that. Consistent, does the work.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Well, obviously, at this point in the first half, the defense is finding themselves in a hole. You just get the feeling if they're going to get back in this, they're going to need more plays like that. They're going to need sacks. They're going to need turnovers. They're going to have to create negative plays to get themselves some momentum.
That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
The runner just has to have a little bit more patience. Bounce that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to pass. It's Tollefson. Unloads to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Wants to throw on first down. Grab behind the line. It's Butler. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to...
Oh, he's got some space. Out of bounds he goes. They'll mark it at the 16.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting him the football, letting him get some positive yards.
This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Makes the grab. Good throwing catch, takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right. And maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer.
Well, after talking to him this week, I know this guy was excited to build off the momentum from last week when he scored 2 touchdowns. You could just see him here close to the end zone. He's trying to snip his way in. He's so good at finding the creases when they get down tight to the goal line.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Looking for a pass to the end zone to the right. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And on offense, you know this is 4-down territory. You have to come away with a touchdown. You're getting boat raced in this game right now, and you're going to have to make this possession count.
Yeah, definitely because of the slow start, now putting yourself behind the 8 ball, I think this offense is going to have to be aggressive the rest of the game.
3rd and goal, where the fire purifies and separates contenders and pretenders. He'll keep it himself. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy 1st down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
1 more snap coming before halftime. To the air, it's Tollefson. Into the end zone. Intercepted to stop the threat. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. The Tigers will kick it off to start the 2nd half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. They start this 3rd quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
Got his man. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the 1st down.
To throw, it's Tollefson. Pocket breaking down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, another big incompletion on third down now, and if you're the head coach, I wonder if you start thinking about making a change at quarterback because you don't have any points. You haven't been able to find any rhythm in the passing game. You're in the second half now, and you've got to be able to find a spark, and you just wonder if maybe the backup can give that to your offense.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB's scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
He showed off a few moves, but not enough to get away from all of those defenders as they stop him for a loss. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. They pick it off, and this defense, a much-needed play. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And he can fill up the hand now with that pick, man. That's number 5 on the season, consistently making plays for his defense. Always a guy where we're going to be calling his name over and over again.
They'll move the tight end. They'll run it from the gun. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
He's knocked out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 44.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Looking to throw, it's Knowles. Throws to the wideout. And they're not on the same page there.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Complete out of the backfield. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Well, there's the advantage of having versatility at the running back position. On 4th down, everybody in the stadium is expecting if you throw it, it's probably going to a receiver at tight end. But because of his ability to catch the football, he makes a huge...
It's picked off, and that's number 10.
A really nice job by the linebacker there, understanding his responsibilities in that coverage. That's a cover 2 look, so there's 2 safeties playing deep. But the linebacker knows there's nobody underneath him, keeping him close to the line of scrimmage, so he can kind of float back a little bit, watch the QB's eyes, jump the throw, and make the pick.
The give to the back. Slithers into space. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. He knew he was going to have to pay the price, and he did, but the reward is the first down.
Yep, he hung in there just long enough. I think he did a really good job hanging in and hanging there, finds the running back. And listen, when you choose to blitz, now you got to tackle my guy in space. Running back does a great job getting the first down.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Lets it fly. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
You don't get a lot of chances like that in games, guys. Take shots downfield, and when you get open, you got to finish the play. The wideout's going to wish he had that one back.
They go to the ground. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
He'll pull it on the read. It's a fumble on the play. A fortuitous turn of events to keep possession of that one.
Great job by the defense forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
The Tigers are flying down the field.
Come on, set.
Wants to go up top on first down. Looking deep. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there.
And that's a really good play. That's a bomb. That's thrown way down the field. A lot of time for me to do what? Get a little bit handsy, get my hands, force a PI. Stayed calm, did a nice job staying the course, got his hand on the football for the deflection.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Going to throw it over the top of the knee. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. LSU will bring the punt team on the field.
In punt formation to kick it away.
And there will be no return on this one, and he can't get it out of bounds. The ball will come out to the 20. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Threw a pick the last time they hit it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. Looking to throw, it's Knowles. Oh, they're after him. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if they can make a play. The defense was ready for it. Good coverage on the back end. They look very prepared. All 11 guys on defense right now playing together as one.
That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
Fires to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
Wants to keep it in the air. Caught behind the line. It's Butler. There he goes. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. And after that last score, this is just a two-possession game now, and they'll be looking to find some cushion on this drive. Chucked it away just as he was hit. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
Man, I don't know if you want that guy outside the pocket very often because he's so fast and he can do some damage, but they did a nice job containing him. Once he left the pocket, they were ready for it, came to him, he tried to throw the football. Nice hit on the quarterback as he's throwing to force a bad pass.
Just a short pass to the tight end. And he was off to the races, and he gets into the 45.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have to take one. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
And the Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Looking left. Got him in the open. Touchdown, Tigers! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. That is what we call in the industry a defensive breakdown. That guy was loose for the big play.
Busted coverage, really, really bad execution. Somebody slips, somebody falls. Nothing about that defensive really is something we're looking for, but the offense will take it and get the easy touchdown.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, explode through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
After that last completion, it's 2nd down. Motion from the wideout. Dropping back, it's Knowles. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the catch. It's clapped. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. As they come to the line on 3rd and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. Fires left. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Man, this is an unbelievable start for this defender in this game, guy. That's already his 2nd PB in this game. Playing with his eyes, he's breaking on the ball. You just can't start a game any better.
With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He wants to take the top off. Intercepted for the 11th time. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Coming out of the tunnel in the 3rd quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the 3rd quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the 1st half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a 1st down.
It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered.
LSU
stay into the game, and we'll start with the first down.
29 Philly.
The give to the tailback. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Quarterback on the keeper. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understanding, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Third down, man. You'd think this offense would want to throw it down the field, at least past the sticks. With this defense and their athleticism and speed, they gobbled him up behind the line of scrimmage.
On 4th and 7, analytics, gut feel, or maybe just wanting to keep the offense out there. They'll go for it. He didn't make it. They'll have to give up the football, and hope is still alive.
This is so a Jesse Palmer move. Exactly what he would do. Continue to put the foot on the accelerator, try to rub it in. Can't win by enough. Got to look good in the polls. This is your kind of offense, Palmer.
The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. That's caught. It's Clapp. Turning it on. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
And this offense is going to have to catch some breaks, man. They're going to have to make some big plays. They're going to have to push the ball down the field, break some tackles, hit some home runs, down 3 possessions in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to do everything right.
Under fire. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. To the air. It's Knowles. Fires to the right. Finds his man open.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
To the air on first down. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. He's brought down the one. A play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
And that is the exact opposite what this defense wants. When you have the lead, you can't give up an explosive play or back-to-back explosive plays. Play the coverage where you've got multiple eyes on the quarterback. Dropping back.
And it'll be intercepted in the end zone.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past you, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
From the gun, running back on the move. Gets that thing away from the goalpost. He's got 5 out to the 10-yard line.
You got to give the coaching staff credit because they really do focus all season long on situational football with the lead late in the game. If we're on offense, we're trying to stay in bounds. We're trying to bleed the clock. And after
breaks into the open. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
I love the idea, and I love just finding ways to get your best players out in the open field. This pre-snap motion and using it to their advantage on that last play, I think that was a nice call.
Leaves it with the running back. They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26.
This is an area of the game. On offense, you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run.
Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Across the 45. Just what they needed, an explosive play in the running game, and they're out to the 49-yard line before he goes out of bounds. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, the running back looking for room. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
Great job by the offense there, getting the 1st down on the ground, staying in bounds too. So if you're on defense here, you might want to start thinking about using your timeouts. You've got 3 in your back.
Oh, he's got some space. Found that crease, and they knock him down after a pickup of 5 to the 32. The Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Play number 9 on this drive. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught, close to the marker, it's Bond. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the 1st down, they'll spot it at the 22. And the Tigers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, LSU! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for a man. It's Knowles. Grabbed in the middle. It's Singleton. And good coverage by the defense. Just a short gain. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Wants to go up top. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. 3rd down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that
makes the catch, converts on 4th down, is still on his feet. They get the timeout called. 11 seconds remaining to play. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got his man. Out of downs at the 49-yard line, but not before getting it into opponent territory. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. Looking to fire. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Last pass falls incomplete, and that's going to do it.